Hello there. I'd like to clear up a little bit of a misconception. These are the feather Indian fry breads, not the dot Indian fried bread. So, thank you very much, and welcome to the show. We got Seraphin, Tom Landry, Mathagape H, Sergeant Grinch, Singletown Bachelor, and probably some folks I have missed. R.O., Kevin Killjoy, Tom Laundry was there. Who else? Dr. Dree. The whole cast of characters. Welcome to the show, and thank you for showing up. Yep, New Mexico fry bread. Navajo fry bread. The best kind of fry bread. Hey, R.O. Oh, and Riggs is here. Very nice, very nice. Now, fry bread is fried. Some bread is baked. Flat bread is, I don't know how the fuck do they make flat? I think you just put it on right on the fire. I don't know. I'll look that one up. I've never made flat bread. Now, I'm not a big fan of like the soft Indian bread, but I do like the really thin, crunchy naan bread. That's good shit. Good shit, I'm telling you. R.O., we live on a sphere, regardless of what Polska Bob would tell you. And he lives in Hawaii, which is, 6 hours, 7 hours behind us in time in the Central Time Zone. He's not actually working the night shift. Anyways, I'm happy that Riggs has found employment since he moved over there to Hawaii. And good luck to you. Don't know what he's doing, but hope he has a good time doing it. I know most jobs that I would fucking pick up like that would be like a warehouse job or something that just, it's a job that it's a job. So let's get to cooking. We got our handy dandy mixing bowl here, and we're going to make fry bread. It has some very, very simple ingredients. We have flour, which we will need 2 cups. We need baking soda, which we will need 2 tablespoons. And we need salt, which needs 1 teaspoon. So I'm also going to put some other stuff in it, like this almost empty, I'm going to put all this almost empty called Parmesan cheese, but it's not actually Parmesan cheese. What is in here? Oh, it actually has Parmesan cheese as a ingredient. We got skim milk, cheese cultures, salt enzymes, powdered cellulose, and potassium sorbonate added to protect the flavor. And then there's a warning on there. It contains milk. It's fucking cheese. Duh. Fuck. Anyways, I like throwing that in the fry bread. Now, fry bread is great because the ingredients I'm going to use, this bag of flour, this is what $4 will get you. Now, that's outrageous for a price for a fucking bag of flour, right? $4 is really expensive. So I'm going to use about 50 cents worth of flour. This whole can here, $1.70 something of baking powder, and 85 cents for the fucking. So I'm going to use about 10 cents worth of salt and about a quarter worth of fucking baking powder and water. So all the fry bread I'm going to make, which is going to last me half the week, is $1. You can't fucking beat it. As far as cheap food goes, it's and really good taste. I love fry bread. It's fucking delicious. Everybody, I'd like you to take a moment and put Eric Zombro in your thoughts. He is still hanging in there. At least we haven't gotten the word that he's passed yet. So, Eric, if you're watching, we're all thinking about you, brother. Now, Tom, you got to grill some burgers? I have in the past used fry bread as buns for the burger. It's fucking great, especially if you have some like smoky cheddar or something on there. Oh, fuck yeah. Hey, you may not have made bread, but, that's just because you haven't been hanging out at Outlaws to use that special yeast. Now, RO, why in the world would you want to fucking trust some woman to make your food for you? Huh? Why would you want to trust some woman to make your food for you, RO, when you can do it better without the fucking bitching? Food without fucking bitching is great. You can eat what you want. You know exactly what's going in the meal. You don't have to worry about them putting fucking menstrual products in there because they got pissed off at you for pretty much any fucked up reason they feel like. It doesn't have to be real. But women for generations have been retaliating against men by spiking their food with shit. Why in the world would you take that chance? Go down to the store and go down to the HEB and get whatever you want, I guess. But all right. And I need 2 tablespoons of this shit. And these little guys, they've got this thing across the top there, so you can just scrape it across the top of your measuring, and you get the exact amounts. Fucking great. I guarantee you that wasn't made up by a woman either. There's our 2 tablespoons of the powder. And Brandon, why are you putting baking powder in there? That's because we're not putting any yeast in there. And the baking powder is going to cause it to expand. And we'll get that lovely little bubbles in our fry bread. And 1 teaspoon of salt. Now, I forgot my fork, so I'll be right back. Because somebody told me to get the fork out of here, and I took them too literally. Grab this crap and not have it rattling around. I'll be right back. My fork is just right over there. And I'm already wearing the flour. God damn it. Anyways, you want to mix up your ingredients dry first before you start adding the water. That way you assure that you have an even mixing of all your flour and baking powder and salt. Because you don't want to get a pocket of baking soda or baking powder, because it tastes kind of funky. Oh, I almost forgot. We're going to put this shit in there too. Boom. There's our Parmesan cheese going in there. So does anybody want to hop on? If you could spam that link there, Seraphin, I know you got it. Anybody else want to hop on there? They're more than welcome to come in too. I've been spending a lot of time looking at what do you call it? Looking at Instagram, and it is a lot more based than YouTube. There is absolutely, the censorship over on Instagram is quite a bit less. People are saying all kinds of crazy shit. Nobody is getting nuked for having unwoke ideas. Now, is Instagram owned by the same damn company that owns YouTube? I believe it's part of the Alphabet Group, but they're run differently. What's up, Outlaw and Batty Commander? Hope everybody's doing good tonight. All right, it looks like I've got my dry ingredients all mixed up pretty well here. Let's start to add our water. It's got to be warm water, right? You can't put in cold water. So I heated this water up before the show. And you want to make your dough, you want to add the water gradually, because when you get everything mixed in, you're going to want to have the dough sort of get it's. You want it the consistency of Play-Doh, right? You don't want it too runny. You don't want it too hard. So if you don't have enough water, you got to put more in. Or if you 2 cups is what I've got. That's what the recipe calls for. But 2 cups sometimes, depending, I don't know what, is too much. So we're going to start by just adding a few splashes and mix that around. That's maybe half a cup right there. And we'll mix that around. Everything should all start sticking together. And once you've got it kind of blended in, you get to put the fork down and use your hands. Here's another half cup. Have you guys started thinking about what wealth actually is and what the value of money actually is? Why is it? Oh, we've got RO coming in. He's going to tell us all about it. Well, hey there, RO.
Woof woof.
Woof woof to you, brother. How are you tonight?
I'm fantastic. How are you, sir?
I'm better than a Ridgeline driver, that's for sure.
Fuck off.
Okay. In answer to your question, yes, we have one. Excuse me. Yeah, we have one bunk bed left. You want it?
I gotta make sure I can do some airfare. So let me check on that real quick after the stream, and then we'll talk.
Okay. I was kind of hoping that you'd grab Papa Smurf, and both y'all would drive down. I don't know if you want to rent a car again. like you did the last time when we went to Rusty's. But
No, I don't.
okay, what is it
Uh,
from Tyler? Is it about 1,000 miles, 800 miles, something like that?
yeah, something like that. From the Orlando airport, would you suggest I get rent a vehicle or just like get a Uber or Lyft?
Well, what they've got is they have buses, and they also have a train.
No
You can
shit.
yeah, and then we'll come pick you up from either the bus stop or the train, and you won't fucking spend a mint. You know, the whole area down there is set up for tourism.
Okay. I'll look into it and hope other things going on don't get in the way.
Well, we'd love to have you, but there are some other people who are chomping at the bit. So I would suggest sooner rather than later.
Right
Now,
on.
I don't know exactly what's everybody's plans, but we chose that time of the year for two reasons. One, it's Ape and my birthday, and we're kind of selfish that way. And two, hardly anybody is traveling at that time, so it's pretty easy to ask for and get your time off. Fuck.
It's also after tax season.
After tax season, that's correct. And I put in, even though I only have 2 cups of water in here and I haven't even used it all, it's too much. I've got to add a little flour. Because we're too runny.
You see that outlaw? That's flour.
Oh, yeah, that's better. If somebody could spam the link again, that'd be great. That's what we're supposed to see. It's supposed to fucking make this nice ball. Got a ball there. That's making a nice little ball there. You like playing with balls, don't you, RO?
Very selective about where, but little ball
Selective
action ain't too bad.
about where? What kind of fucking dog are you?
I'm a selective dog. Grinch wants to know if you're using flour to find the wet spot.
I'm using flour to get rid of the wet spot. Oh, and we have a simian. Welcome to the show.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Hello, Ape.
Hello, RO. Are you afraid that your ridge line can't make that drive or what?
I just don't want to do it.
Oh. Well, I'm driving 1,800 miles and picking up True Blood and Flanders.
Well, good on you, sir. Enjoy the road trip.
I will. Oh, and we got Sam too.
Yeah, can't forget Sam.
That car is going to be full.
What about your dog, Ape?
No. She
doesn't
would.
travel well.
She would no. She would just drive everybody fucking crazy, and there's not enough room for 3 adult men, a Chihuahua, and a Border Collie.
Mm.
Whatever could Grinch be referring to?
Outlaw says, "Are y'all getting a meetup together?"
Yes, Outlaw. We're going to have the MGTOW meetup in Orlando, Florida, April 24th through the 26th.
Grinch, I have a half-ton pickup, but I'm taking my car, so it's rides low. It's gonna ride real low. Hopefully, we don't hit an armadillo, or it'll fucking total it.
On the way down there to Rusty's, I guess Ape doesn't see many armadillos. Every fucking armadillo between Joplin, Missouri, and what is it? Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. He'd have to point it out.
We don't have those fucking things up here.
Yep.
First armadillo I ever saw was dead on the highway in between Kansas City and Columbia, Missouri. That was the first one I'd ever seen.
Yep.
And I tried to shoot a Boone and Crockett fucking armadillo down in Oklahoma, outside of Oklahoma City on some buddy's property. That was a big one. He said, that's the biggest armadillo I ever seen. And I tried to hit him with a Colt single action 45, but I rotated the cylinder the wrong way as I was running up on him, and all I heard was click as he fucking took off.
Well, they usually don't take off.
Oh, this fucker took off at a dead run. I was running behind him, and he had all these little tunnels in the grass, and he had a mound and a hole dug, and he fucking dove down into that hole, and I put 245 caliber slugs in that hole behind him, but he hooked a left or a right on me after he got in the hole, so he was all right.
Yep. Welcome, Skelly and Cybertoxin. All right, we have our dough all mixed up. Now we have to let it sit for 25 minutes. They'll say 15 to 30 minutes. Well, I found that 25 minutes is how long it takes. So that's in there. It's in the range. So I'm going to put this over on top of the stove where I won't fuck it up. And you got to
break out the Tito's.
Yeah, actually I am. And I don't have any mix tonight, so I'm just going to be doing shots.
Oh my.
Anyways, I'm going to put this over on the stove. You got to cover it. I'm going to cover it with a towel, right? I don't know why you got to cover it, but you do. And I'll be back in a bit. Hi, Sam.
Grinch is catching possums
you lazy bastard.
and raccoons in his yard. Aren't they against the HOA? They should be not allowed to be hanging out in your cul-de-sac. Skelly, I think I'll pass on the banana in your pocket trick. I fell for that one time before. Not again.
Man, I don't have very much Tito's left. That lasted me 2 months, so fuck it.
And Outlaw, we're going to do go-kart racing as our fun event. We found a track that has 3 levels inside of a huge building in it. You go from floor level up to two other levels.
Yeah.
And it's got a bowling alley, and it's got a bar and a restaurant
and an arcade.
A full arcade.
Are we going to race, or is it going to become a demolition derby?
What's the difference?
Well, if you show up, I'll put you in the wall if I can. But you're skinny. You'll probably be out there. I'll have to wait for you to come around and lap me, and then I'll put you in the fucking wall.
Oh, you think so, huh?
That's the plan. I about flipped a guy over that's about your size. We were racing and he was ahead of me, and he come into a corner really, really hot, and I came in behind him, and he touched the brakes, and I didn't. And as he turned right, I center punched him and just about flipped him over. It was hilarious.
So
Just
it's
seen the
about
look on his face.
8:30 now. So 8:55. Got it.
The people at the place don't like it too much, but we were way over on the far end of a track, and they couldn't see us real good.
I saw this video of these people that had turned fucking regular slalom, race course slalom into a Mario Kart course, and they had styrofoam obstacles, and the objective was to fucking crash people. So it was pretty fucking hilarious watching this shit.
A buddy of mine, we ganged up on some people at the fair one time in the bumper cars, and we actually got a girl to just start bawling. She just put her hands in her face and just started bawling and stopped in the middle of the fucking deal.
Yeah, that's when you know you've done it right.
Oh, I hit her so hard from behind. She smacked her head on that pole that goes up to the roof, that powers the car.
Yeah.
And then as soon as she come back down in the seat from that, my buddy T-boned her. Oh yeah, we used to go hunting in bumper cars. God, we had a lot of fun.
There's no chivalry in bumper cars.
Well, is this true? RO is accustomed to being placed against the wall. How could you say such a thing, Grinch? You've never met the man.
Coming from a Can-Am rider, I'm going to take that with a little bit of grace.
Oh, welcome, Frost. Riggs is missing you in Hawaii. He's there right now. He's on stream. How's life up in the great frozen north?
Detroit frozen like a rock city.
Yeah. Oh shit. What was about one movie about these four brothers, but they weren't really brothers. They were all adapted or adopted.
Poor King.
Yeah.
Adapted?
I might or might not have
had. They could be accustomed to their environment very easily. They were adapted.
Well, at the ending scene, they cut a hole in the river with a chainsaw because it was frozen over.
Frost says it's called Four Brothers, and it's in Detroit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Four Brothers, not Four Kings. Wasn't Four Kings about the military stealing a bunch of gold in Iraq? It's like a bunch of.
Oh, that was that George Clooney movie.
Yeah, was that called Four Kings?
I don't know. It's something like that.
Yeah, where they were going to steal all that gold.
Yeah, I like that one scene in there where they shot the camel and it exploded on him. There was a dead camel and it had been sitting in the sun. Apparently, it had some gas inside, and they shot it.
Good.
Everybody surrendered to them because they showed up in town all covered in camel guts.
I worked with a guy that in the late 70s, early 80s, he got a job going to Algeria and drilling water wells. And they had these big holding tanks, or holding ponds, I should say. and they had to get a pissed off camel that fell into one of them. It was like one of those big evaporation ponds, but this would just hold water.
Right.
And it fell in there and couldn't get out. So they had to use a Jeep and lasso it around the neck and pull that thing out. And he said, man, that fucker was pissed when he come out of there. He says they belch on you. He says they got the worst breath of any animal in the world. They'll belch on your face. They'll fucking try to beat on you. And he said he went to a bar. He said it was crazy because it's Algeria, Muslim country. He said this place was right on the border of a neighboring country. I can't remember which one it is, and I don't remember by look. I don't have a map in front of me. But he said it was kind of like a trading post, and it was right on the border. And they went out there, and this guy had alcohol, so they must have it smuggled in. And he said behind the place, he said it smelled terrible. And he said behind the place there was like a bunch of dead camels with their guts cut open.
Yeah.
And he said, what's the deal with the dead camels back there? And he said, smugglers. He goes, what are they smuggling? He said, diamonds. They would sew the camel's asshole shut so it couldn't shit, and they would force feed it a bunch of diamonds. And then they would haul it across the border, kill the camel, cut it open, get all the diamonds, and then continue on. So if they got stopped at the border, they just had a caravan of camels with them. But I said, they really did that? And he goes, oh, that's what the guy said. He says, I didn't go and investigate it too much farther. But so they didn't shit the diamonds out. He said the guy said they sew their ass shut so they can't crap out any merchandise. I thought, man, that is fucking cruel.
That's really cruel. But hey, apparently they don't like the camel too well. And Seraphin says camel lives matter.
I used to try to protect camel toes, but now I could give two shits less about them. Let them all get syphilis.
I saw this video. These guys, like two couples walking down the street, and these immigrants, and this is in France, and these immigrants come up and start harassing one of the girls, and you could see them coming, and the chick that's getting harassed, before she was harassing her date, right? She was reading him the riot act for something, and this immigrant comes up and fucking starts, hey baby, I'm so, blah blah blah, and she turns him down, and he comes out and smacks her, and then she turns to her date and says, "What? You're just gonna let that happen?" He's like, "She's yours, man. You're strong and independent. You're gonna fucking eat my ass for nothing. You defend yourself, bitch." Fucking stupid cunts in Europe, man. They killed chivalry about fucking 25 years too early. Now they got to deal with all that shit on their own because the guys are saying, "Fuck you."
Those people are going to have, the only way they're going to be able to take their country back is if they break out the pitchforks and axe handles and start taking care of business.
Yeah.
None of them have guns, but you could beat somebody to death with an axe handle pretty well.
Yeah, well, if you've watched the Gone with John's shorts where he's using his sling, that looks pretty fucking cool too.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning to get one of those because we used to we'd go sturgeon fishing on the Columbia River, and we had a beat up old lawn chair, and my dad goes, "Hey, you want to make some slings?" And I'm like, "What?" And I was probably only about 10, 12 years old, and so we took the nylon webbing out of an old lawn chair that was beat up, and got some bootlaces and made these slings, and we're slinging rocks out into the river. And it's like, it's amazing how far you can chuck a rock. And we had perfect river rock, everywhere was
Right.
nice, smooth, round rock. But yeah, there's a little bit to the timing. I freaking let one loose, and that sucker went straight up. Everybody was scattered because you didn't want to get hit in the head with like a 4 or 5 ounce river rock.
Well, I've seen the ones the Romans used to use. They're at they would do these fucking lead balls about the size of my thumb.
Yeah, they make them like a foot,
hitting
like
you at about fucking 300 feet per second. Pow! Ah!
Yeah, they would throw those, or they'd actually make them out of terracotta, like pottery too.
Yeah.
And they usually on a hard surface they would break or chip off. But if you hit somebody in something soft or hit them in the eyeball or the head, I'm sure it would take them out of a fight.
Well, wasn't it David killed Goliath with his sling?
I didn't realize that the armies of that time, I knew they had archers, and then they had people on horseback and spears, but they had actual slingers. That was their job, was to freaking soften up people, when they're coming into a battle from distance, soften them up with those rocks. And then the archers would run in and fucking, skewer a bunch of people, and then the rest of the guys would come running in. But yeah. And if you get somebody that was good at it, you could hit them from 40, 50 yards away. They've got a spear or a stick, and you've got a rock, and you're 50 yards away from them and pelting them with it. That's a pretty good weapon.
I saw this thing. They called it a staff sling. Basically the same thing, but instead of using your arms, you've got all that extra speed on the end of your staff there. Holy fuck!
Yeah,
this guy was hitting a tree, right, and it was peeling bark off the fucking tree.
Yeah, I've seen those too, and that would even be more. I would think it'd almost be easier to use one of those, because you could swing it and then come back and go straight over the top of your head with it. You're casting a fishing lure. And, I wonder if it's easier to aim. I'm sure it'd take a lot of practice, but yeah, you put an extra 4 or 5 feet of leverage on that. Tom Laundry says gun beats rock. That is correct.
That is true.
It usually beats paper and scissors too. You said we got one bed left. We got a couple more come in, huh? Are you there?
I'm here. I'm queuing up a video.
Oh.
Video killed the radio star.
Yeah, that was the first and last song played on MTV. MTV's dead. You believe that shit?
They should have got rid of it 15, 20 years ago when they quit playing music videos and played all the stupid 16 and Pregnant and all the stupid fucking Road Rules and all those shows.
16.
Yeah. Anyways, here's the staff sling.
Waiting.
Well,
That guy's a pompous dickhead. Let's find somebody else.
Arzang is here.
Let's see if this guy's better.
Arzang said he had ice cream for dinner. Well, good for you. And he got his bicycle stolen today, so he went and got a new one. Got a new bike and ice cream. Sounds like a heck of a good day.
Well, I can't find any of these guys they're not going to just blah, blah, blah. I wanted to find somebody who was like fucking doing shit. Hey, Arzang, what's up, brother?
Have you ever watched any of the videos?
That sucks.
Any of the videos where they're using atlatls?
Yeah, the atlatl is pretty fucking cool too.
And somebody that's good with that they can chuck a spear or an arrow pretty far.
And pretty hard.
I watched a video of a guy that shot a buffalo with an atlatl and a bison.
Have you ever seen the movie Quest for Fire?
I don't believe so.
That's this movie from either like the late 70s or the early 80s. And you get to see Ray Dong Chong's titties. But they don't speak a word of any language in it. All they do is grunt at each other. But it's a story about these cavemen, and they didn't know how to make fire, but they would find like a tree that got hit by lightning or something, and they would carry the fire around with them. So that was pretty cool. And they had showed how they did that, but then they got fucking beat up by this other group of cavemen, and they lost their fire, and they had to find a new fire. And this was the quest for fire. And they found this group of cannibal cavemen that were eating Ray Dong Chong and her friend, but they hadn't started carving on Ray Dong yet. And the guys had atlatls, and they fucking decimated this group of cannibal cavemen with them atlatls.
So does Ray Dong Donkey Kong have nice tits?
Oh, she does. This was back when she was fucking, 18, 19 years old. Fucking Tommy Chong's daughter.
Is she really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Boy, is he a fucking liberal fucking dumbass.
Well, what do you expect? He's fucking stoned.
Did you see his interview he did with Joe Rogan, and he talked about how people that have firearms are just not very intelligent. They're stupid. Oh, nah. That's got those Joe Rogan clips that got that. That's Joe Rogan, who is an avid hunter. He's a bow hunter, but he also hunts with rifles, I believe. He's like, what? Explain yourself. Of course, Tommy Chong probably lives in a gated community with armed security.
Probably. And Tommy Chong has, he hasn't had to worry about anything. When they get rich? Up in Smoke came out in the fucking 82, 83, something like that. Ever since that movie, he hasn't had to worry about anything. So he's been living the good life and living in the bubble for a long fucking time. I like
How much
how
time left on that bread dough?
well, apparently 5 more minutes.
Woohoo!
I'm looking over at it and it's sitting there.
Is it rising?
It's what they call relaxing.
It's
Ooh.
impotent.
You what the what's happening is the baking powder is making it's starting to have a chemical reaction with the water and the flour, and it's making little pockets of I think it's carbon dioxide in there. Anyways, it's starting to have that reaction start going, and that's what you're wanting to have it. So it's going to fucking swell up a little bit. It's not like yeast. Hey, Radical Rafter.
It's better than carbon monoxide, I guess.
Yeah, and it's not like yeast bacteria farts. So
So what are you going to be putting on said dry fry bread when it's done?
a little bit of butter.
That's it, huh?
You can put anything you want on there. Like hell, I can make a sandwich out of it.
You could put some nice jam on there or jelly.
You could. This has got Parmesan cheese in it, so it's going to be a little salty, and that'd be sort of weird with jam or jelly.
Salt and sweet would be good together.
Yeah.
Well, Radical Raptor says, "What's fry bread?" So now you got to give us the Cliff Notes version.
Well, fry bread is flour, baking powder, salt, and water, and then you can put other things in there. Like I've done it before. It's really good if you fucking put bacon bits in there. Everything's better with bacon, and then you can fry it up in the bacon grease.
It would be good with bacon bits and sliced pickled jalapeno.
Yeah, it probably would be.
And cheddar cheese.
Oh, I've got some guacamole. Maybe I could do some guacamole with it tonight. That'd be good.
Tom Landry says, like a thick-ass tortilla.
That's right, like a thick-ass tortilla.
Stay home and eat all the chips and tortillas. Yep. So it's almost like an unleavened bread. But it does rise a little bit. What's the difference between baking soda and baking powder then, Chef Boyar Brandon?
Dun,
I don't
dun, 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 dun,
I don't know.
dun, dun.
I know baking soda you use to like neutralize acid. But baking,
Take stinky stuff out of your freezer, but it also is used for baking, I'm assuming.
yeah, that's got it in the name. You'd think, and I do use it for different recipes. But what the difference between the two of them is, I don't know. Maybe we could look it up.
Or I should say, Arm & Hammer is baking powder, right?
No, it's soda.
What did you use in your recipe? Baking soda?
Powder.
Baking powder, okay.
Baking soda is pure sodium bicarbonate. Baking powder, on the other hand, is a blended mixture containing baking soda, acidic salts, or dry acids, and often a starch such as cornstarch. Baking powder typically consists
Oh, and
tartaric
cream of
acid.
tartar.
Yeah.
So if you like cream of some young guy, you'll probably like cream of tartar.
Or cream of retarded.
Yeah.
So when they're cutting cocaine with baking soda, you could technically probably bake with it, huh?
Yeah.
That would make some interesting brownies.
Anyways, it is time to start making our little dough balls because that's what we're going to
You're
make.
going to be fondling your dough balls.
That's right. And would you guys like me to, put some dill in my next bread recipe?
Do you have some dill weed?
I have some dill. Would you like me to put some, make some bread that has dill in it next time?
Sure.
Yeah, I thought so. You want to see my dildo. There's my ass.
Shake it.
If he gets that thing rocking, he might throw his hip out. So don't tell him to do that, RO.
RO's pretty damn quiet. It's like going to a porno movie and not jerking off, RO.
Or am I?
Well, I haven't heard him go giggity giggity or ski ski ski, so I was assuming he wasn't.
You never
No,
can
you
tell.
got to build up to that.
All right. And you want to make little balls about the size of a golf ball.
Oh, yeah, need that dough.
And this dough is going to be fried in oil, Brandon?
Yes.
What kind of oil, may I inquire?
Tonight, you can use pretty much anything, but tonight we're going to be using coconut.
Do
That's
you
good.
put
It's got a
the
pretty high
lime in the
black.
coconut?
Just the coconut oil.
It's going to smell like an almond joy in that bitch.
Well, fuck me. I forgot to put flour on my hands. Ah! I'll be right back.
I was going to mention that, but I didn't want to interrupt your vibe.
Amateur.
You'd think he's played with balls long enough. He'd know that. Chaos is in here. Yo.
Yo, chaos.
So, Brandon, who are the other two that reserved spots, or is that a secret for now?
Well, I know we've got you, me, Saunders, and
Jerry and Dallas.
Jerry and Dallas.
Is that Jerry the Warhorse?
Yeah,
Yes.
Jerry the Warhorse. maybe RO.
That would leave, if RO was there, that would leave two beds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that works much better.
Them dough balls trying to catch these hands.
Brennan's going to get himself a food truck and be a dough ball master.
You know, that wouldn't be a half bad way to make a living. If everything was paid for, and if you had a bad weekend, you just didn't mind eating your own shit. Well, not literally shit, RO. I'm not trying to make you horny, but your own cooking.
Chaos is suggesting you make one in the shape of a corn cob for Sanders.
Well, the thing is you're doing this to portion it out, and you wind up smashing them flat before you put them in the oil.
Oh, we're going to smash them, aren't we?
Breadstick.
I thought you guys made those like corn sticks to get the Saunders.
I got a recommendation.
Yeah.
Or would it be possible to use two of those, put them together, put like pepperoni and some sauce or cheese or something in there, or sausage, and then make like a breadstick, like a stuffed breadstick with those? Or would they not cook right?
I don't know. Probably wouldn't cook right because you fry them on both sides.
Yeah.
I suppose what you could do would be to fry a couple of them up and then stick them together with like some egg whites, put the pepperoni in there, and then just egg white around the outside. But that seemed like an awful lot of work. But you could probably do it.
For stuffed fry bread? Sounds delicious. I worked at a pizza joint when I was in high school, and we would take the calzone dough and make stuffed breadsticks. And those were really, really good. I told the owner,
What, you stuff them with a lot of meat toppings?
Yeah, just put some pizza sauce on them, cheese, and then pepperoni and sausage, and then I put onions in mine. And then you kind of roll them up and just twist them, almost like braiding, but you just kind of twist them until everything seals up, and then we'd bake them. And then we had marinara sauce to dip them in. They were really good.
You ever show your boss how to do that?
I told them, I said, we should make these. And they're like, oh, well, I don't know. And then I went to another pizza joint around here. It's actually quite a drive from here. And they have a brick oven. Everything's brick oven pizza.
Yeah.
And I told the owner that. I said, because she has these breadsticks that basically is just a pizza dough with, cheese on it and garlic. And I told her about the stuffed breadsticks we used to make. And I said, you could probably sell the heck out of those. And she just looked at me like I was stupid. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. It'd be another little more variety on your menu instead of people ordering just a flat square sheet of cheesy bread. These would be at least stuffed with something.
Is that
Thanks
the one
for
where
that.
her
For
husband?
it, but I don't think we'll do that. And I said, oh, okay. just an idea. I wasn't trying to sell you a patent or anything.
Is that the one where her husband fucking ate a shotgun?
No.
Okay. All right.
I got the. All right.
We have all our little balls made.
Yay.
Ugh.
Time to heat up some oil.
Could drizzle a little bit of olive oil on there and some Italian seasoning. Mm-mm.
Well, after they're cooked, maybe, but you don't want to cook them in olive oil.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
You did. There. Look at my
For never
delicious
making-
balls.
For
Look at them
making
balls.
bread, RO sure knows a lot about it. Seraphin says,
Yeah.
hey, Ape, as long as you don't put any pineapple on that pizza. I don't understand why everybody hates on pineapple.
Now
It's
you
pretty
cover
good
it
on
and let it
pizza.
sit for a while.
Oh, we're going to let it sit.
Yep. Another 10 minutes.
All right. Well, I
Could you
got a
imagine how boring?
far less
This
ambitious cooking project scheduled for tomorrow.
What are you going to do?
Well, I got the boy here visiting for the weekend, whom I'm currently calling the cripple. And I have some andouille sausage and some crescent roll dough, and I'm going to make some andouille sausage pigs in a blanket.
All right.
We're
What
going
is
to feast on
andouille
that.
sausage?
It's a New Orleans sausage. It's got a little bit of spicy kick to it. It's really flavorful, really good.
Isn't that the kind that's not very fucking hard?
I don't buy it hard.
What's the one that has rice in it that's down there?
Oh,
That's not andouille.
that's boudin.
Yeah.
Oh, boudin, yeah.
And boudin, really good too.
It doesn't even hardly seem like sausage. I've had the boudin. I even had the blood boudin. You ever had blood boudin?
I have not. What makes it blood boudin?
They put blood in it.
Why?
They're fucking
There's a lot of
cages.
places that make blood sausage.
Yeah. I actually thought the blood boudin was better than the regular boudin.
Till you saw where the blood came from.
Yep. Mr. Vero
Arvero
boudin
says,
was coagulated blood
yeah.
with spices.
Hmm.
Well, they got rice in there too.
And that's Arvero, isn't he? From way up north where they got the poutine.
Well, they're all like gourmets and stuff up there.
I tried some of that poutine when I was up there in Canada. Pretty good. Brown gravy.
But it's fries with cheese, gravy,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah.
Cheese curds, French fries, and gravy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, cheese curds. That's what I forgot. Cheese curds.
It's pretty damn good. It would be excellent hangover food. Lots of fat, lots of starch.
Yeah.
And they got this fried chicken place up there. It's a chain. Can't remember it for the life of me. But when I was with Mitchell, he bought some, and it makes frickin' KFC and Churches and Popeyes. It knocks the shit out of all of that. It was some of the best fried chicken I'd ever had from a fast food restaurant. It was really good. I cannot remember it's a female's name. Ah, there he is. Mary Brown. Yep, Hemi knows. It's good fried chicken. I'll give them that.
Well, I'm gonna
And I
go get
think-
my oil hot.
I think that Mary Brown actually started in Newfoundland. If Hemi, am I right about that? And then they made it a chain restaurant, and it's all over Canada. It's not as popular as Timmy Hortons, though. Those are like freaking every freaking corner. It seems like it's kind of like the old coffee shops that are on every corner. Starbucks. Yes, it was started in Newfoundland. I thought it was. Well, I guess it'll smell like Mounds in there, not an Almond Joy. He's not putting nuts in it. Skeleton's talking about getting some real legit haggis. I would try it. I just don't know if I would go into it with such an open mind, since I know what it is. I've never tried tripe though either, so. Or menudo.
What is tripe again? I
Tripe
forget.
is cow stomach. The cow stomach lining.
And
haggis
hard pass.
Is
Well, tripe
Sheep
is not only
stomachs.
the
and
stomach,
meat
but it's the lungs too.
yeah. And it's put in the sheep stomach, right?
Yeah,
Well, that's great.
I'm all for eating some organ meat for nutrition, but you're taking it a bit too far.
I
But you got
bet
to
you
mix it up
swallowed
with
some
barley,
organ.
right?
Oh, I slipped that one in and nobody caught it.
I got to turn this up. I can't hardly hear you.
I said, I'm sure RO has swallowed some organ.
Oh yeah.
I like liver. I like beef liver. That's not bad.
Duh.
I don't think that's the organ ape was alluding to.
Yeah, well, the organs the apes like is not something I'm willing to discuss.
Hemi says, RO, have you ever tried spotted dick?
That's a fish, right?
No.
It's a sausage.
It's not.
Isn't spotted dick a sausage?
Yes.
If
it
you
is.
told me it was a fish, I would taste it. Otherwise, I'm not going for it.
Chaos, you shut your whore mouth. And don't talk bad about my fucking cousin Harambe.
You was your cousin? Is that kind of like incest?
Fucking my cousin Harambe? Yeah, that didn't come out right. The old man picked up on that.
I turned my volume up.
Yeah.
Chaos says he thought spotted dick was a bird.
Well, You remember that video that was going around for a while about faggots and different types of faggots you could order at restaurants and different restaurants where you could go order a faggot? Well, I found a new one of those faggot videos and I gave it to RO today. Not RO, but EZ today. So wherever he is, I hope he got a chuckle out of that. He said he was going.
Faggots are my favorite commercials.
Yeah. All right. Damn it, I almost did it again.
Oh, Hemi says it's a dessert. Spotted dick. Okay. I thought it was a sausage, but no, I saw somebody make it. I watched a video and somebody made it.
Well, Hemi knows his dicks. You better pay attention. Anyways, what you want to do, you don't even use a rolling pin on these fuckers, is you pinch it until you get, come back here, you bitch.
Spotted dick is a traditional British steamed pudding historically made with suet and dried fruit. What the hell is suet?
Suet is a type of animal tissue, isn't it?
I have no fucking idea.
Or is that a grain?
A steamed pudding, not a sausage.
Anyways, you want to you want your little fucking patty to look about like that. It's going to be maybe, a 1/16 of an inch thick.
So you're smashing the balls.
Yes, that's right. You're smashing the balls.
Woohoo!
Rendered beef fat. Suet, yeah. Hemi says rendered beef fat. Fat and dry fruits made into is it like a bread pudding?
They kind of look like little logs. That's why I thought they were sausages.
Hemi says, yeah, like a bread pudding. I could go for some good bread pudding, though. Ooh, that sounds good.
Brandon, you should toss that dough up into the air.
No.
And say, hey, it's me, a Mario.
Hemi has a bread pudding right now.
I bet he does. He's probably got it between his fucking thighs.
It's warming up in his oven. You tell him.
Seraphin says it's not a pizza.
It's not a pizza. It's fry bread, bitch. Fucking Pollock.
Arvero says, is Brandon making Varenki?
Nope.
Is that what you made at the Armida?
Yeah, Vareniki.
Vareniki, yeah. Those are good. You should make one of those. You should make those on your cooking stream.
Want me to make Vareniki? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, after you smash those balls, what are you doing with that dough? Where are you putting it down?
I've got my little mat here, and I'm just laying it on the mat.
Well, that's a lot of balls to be smashing.
Hemi says, someone should be chanting and banging drums. Hey, why I oughta.
I think you're going to make a lot more bread than you can actually fucking eat.
That's true. That's the whole point. It's supposed to last most of the week.
Okay.
You
Did you
know?
get this recipe from somebody in the Slapado tribe?
No, I got it from my Aunt Lois, God rest her soul, who lived out in Santa Fe. And she used to make this shit when I was a kid. And our family had a cabin up in the Sandra de Christie's. She lived in Santa Fe. We lived in Kansas, and we'd all meet there in the summer. It was right near Caneas Peak, which is the tallest mountain in the Sandra de Christie's, in a little town called I think it was Alamosa. No, Alamosa was the big town that was near there. I can't remember the name of the fucking town. Anyways,
This was Aunt Lois.
Aunt Lois, and she would
Was
make
that
the
your father's sister or your mother's sister?
fathers.
Hemi wants to know if she was Apache.
No, but they had a bunch of fucking Pueblo Indians in and around Taos, and apparently she learned it from those people.
Hmm.
She was a public school teacher teaching English, and apparently she learned a few things from the Indians.
Hemi wants to know if you started tonight's stream with a land acknowledgement.
Yep, we conquered.
Yes, we came and conquered.
This is not stolen land. We beat your ancestors' ass fair and square and took it.
So I saw a video today where this Indian guy was feather Indian. He was standing there and he had an AR-15 hanging off of his chest, and he's like, the white man did not steal this land. It was conquered. And these Indian tribes, if they're not being truthful. We had been fighting for thousands of years and took slaves and conquered each other's land, and there was land treaties between the different tribes and everything. He says, but they came over and conquered. It wasn't stolen.
Well, he's right.
Well, I'm just waiting for somebody in the comments to screech and say, how would you know? You can definitely tell he's native. The long black hair and the clothing he's wearing while he's out there blasting shit with an AR.
Well, speaking of English teachers, I'll volunteer that as a senior in high school, senior English was the only class I needed to graduate, and I summarily got banned from that class. My teacher told me not to come back.
Were you a bad dog?
Well, her mother-in-law was a substitute teacher, and while she was substitute teaching, I summarily offended her mother-in-law to the point where she kicked me from her class. And
You were a
ultimately, I had to let the guidance counselor weasel me back in just so I could graduate and they wouldn't have to deal with me for another year.
right.
Did you hump her leg or something?
No, the substitute teacher was presiding over the class, and I sat toward the back, and they're like, "Take out your pens and pencils and do this little thing." And I didn't have anything on me, so I started like digging in through the drawers to this little thing on my right. And she said, "You can't be digging through those drawers." And I mouthed off at her, and boom, I was banned from the class.
Oh, so she was a pompous old bitch.
Yeah, typical school marm.
Grinch said, "Were you humping her face?"
No.
He probably wouldn't have got kicked out of class for that. He'd gone, "Oh, don't do that, R.O. You naughty boy. Come see me after class."
He gave her the red rocket.
"Is that lipstick for me?"
Hemi called me a colonizer, spoken like a true colonizer.
I bet you Hemi voted for Trudeau.
More than once.
Yeah.
He probably got an invitation to Trudeau and what's her face's wedding. The astronaut bit.
Yeah, real astronaut.
He says, maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's your cock. Hemi voted for Carney.
This
Who
is
is
the
the
part of
leader
the
of
stream.
Canada now? Now that Justine took off, who's the leader of Canada?
I don't know who the leader of Canada is now. It doesn't really matter.
I'm sure it's a communist.
Yeah, well, he was a he was a banker. So he's even
Well,
worse than
Grinch doesn't like him. He said Carney is a Chinese communist cocksucker.
I know he's been sucking a lot of Chinese dick here in the last week. Said, oh, I don't know. You don't look a thing like Winnie the Pooh.
Mark Carnway was appointed, not Carney. We're talking about another different person. Oh, Carney was appointed. He said you voted for him. How could he vote? How could you vote for him if he was appointed?
Oh, they got the
Hey,
parliament.
Brandon,
Yeah.
this seems like a lot of time and effort for some fucking bread, dude.
This is $1 worth of fucking food that's going to feed me for half a week. So fuck you and your time. All right?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Now you know.
He's living on the cheap, RO. He's going to get some subsidy cheese and put it on there. True Blood, if you need a couple bucks, let me know.
I'm okay.
I bet some powdered milk would go good with that.
Were any of these ingredients bought with your government benefits?
I don't have government benefits.
What? That's outrageous.
R. Vero says nobody voted for that egg roll gobbler. Oh, he must be a lot like Tim Walz. Tim Walz is a fucking China sympathetic communist cocksucker too.
And he drinks fucking horse cum.
Yeah, I got sent to the hospital for it.
Uh-oh.
So far we watched True Blood make tortillas.
It ain't tortillas, bitch.
We watched him play with his balls.
Yes.
Well, they would be tortillas if you put some lard in them, wouldn't they?
Yeah, if I put some lard in them, I guess.
Mm. Seraphim, post a link. Get some new blood in here. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Seraphin, I'm tired of carrying RO.
You couldn't carry me in a bucket, old man.
Hemi, we don't want Canada. We want Greenland.
Keep it away from China. Look at
Yeah,
there.
there's another
Look
plan I
at
saw.
there. They're fucking beautiful.
Look at that.
All right, you made empanadas.
Hey there. What's up, Grinch?
Greetings. Good evening, sir.
Anyways, I'm going to cook the rest of these fuckers. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, what I
Rich?
wanted to call about was to update everybody in the chat that thought that Trump overstepped it by taking Maduro.
Oh, yeah?
He did not. By shutting down the Venezuelan oil to China,
China.
the U.S. military estimates that the Chinese Navy, which runs on heavy oil that they get from Venezuela, has 6 to 7 weeks worth of oil for their entire Navy. But that cocksucker from Canada, Carney, is trying to give them oil that Trump just denied them so that their Navy couldn't fight. Trump defeated their Navy without firing a shot. The Russians and the Iranians can't get any oil to China through the Indian Ocean because of the Fifth Fleet stationed in the Indian Ocean. They keep turning the tankers around that are bound for China. So,
And when those tankers are turned around, where do they fucking go?
they head to Europe. And Germany just cut off a Russian tanker that was trying to take return to Russia through the Baltic. They stopped them from entering. So now all the Russian tankers that are out at sea are just stuck out at sea.
Hmm.
So if you know your geography, RO, most of the range of the Chinese Navy is 1,000 to 2,000 miles. So technically, they could get to the Malacca Straits if India let them pass into the Indian Ocean, but they could not return. The Chinese Navy only has 5 refueling vessels. So by Trump shutting off all the Venezuelan oil, he's effectively just neutered the Chinese Navy without firing a shot. It's beautiful. It's freaking brilliant. They can't get
And
out of the first island chain now.
I'm understanding that as far as the number of vessels in the Chinese Navy and their capability is equal to, if not better, than the United States Navy.
No, sir. The Chinese Navy counts boats that are smaller than Coast Guard cutters as Navy vessels. The Chinese Navy doesn't even have 50% of the blue water tonnage that the United States Navy has. Their 300 ships. I just read a report from the U.S. Navy saying that right now they would have 130 ships that they could actually put into the fight.
Hmm?
The rest are in dry dock or needing some kind of repair because they call their coastal defense ships naval vessels, but they can't even go 500 miles out because they won't have the fuel to come back.
Hmm. I was under the impression that the Chinese, as part of their 100-year plan, had built up their naval forces to rival the United States.
Well, sir, you're incorrect. Their
Well,
latest
I don't doubt I'm incorrect. I don't have any real
You were in Canada.
basis of knowledge.
the Fujian carrier that they recently commissioned doesn't have any planes on it and has already been returned to the manufacturer to correct defects because they cannot launch their the F-35s in the copy of the Russian planes, the Su-15s. There's they they're trying to use EMALs, the electronic catapults like we have on our new Ford class, without nuclear power. No one has videotape of any plane ever being launched off the carrier deck of the Fujian.
Well, Grant, you know the show's about frying bread, right?
Well, he's busy frying bread.
Yeah, we have to keep the show rolling.
And beautiful bread. Look at that fucking bread, man.
Yeah, that looks
Look at
good.
that bread! That's some bread right there. Take a bite.
Hey, Grinch,
Yes, sir.
I saw a video of a Chinese woman. I don't know what her title was or if she's an analyst or whatever. I don't even remember what channel it was on, but she was talking about China's population, their actual population, and she said there's absolutely no way they have like 1.3 billion people. And he's like, well, what do you figure? And she goes, China probably has 500 to 600 million. And he goes, well, how do you figure that? And she said, well, for the past 30 years, they had a one-child limit, you know.
Policy.
And if you had a girl, a lot of those girls were killed. And they kept trying to have kids until they had a boy.
Yes.
And she said, to get to China's population where they claim that their population is at, every childbearing aged woman would have had to have 4.5 to 5 kids for the last 30 years. And she said, the numbers don't add up. She says, I think China is artificially inflating their population numbers to try to appear to be a much more formidable opponent.
China.
The Chinese population, from the information I've gathered from analysts and from the State Department, estimate the population of China to be between 600 and 700 million people, which is double that of the United States.
But it's
and
not a billion people.
but it's not a billion people. India is the only country in the world with over a billion people now,
And every
and
one of them works at a fucking call center.
or own a motel hotel.
And they play in cow poop.
And
Or own every convenience store and gas station in Canada.
and I was reading a report from the Naval Pacific Command that was discussing the Chinese military because of the one-child policy. Every member of the Chinese military is a single child. So that means everyone that would be killed in combat would be ending a family tree. Do you think the population of China would want to put up with that? Second thing, for the demographics of China,
China.
it is an inverted pyramid. There are more people in the age of 60 and above than there are between 50 and 60. More people in their 50s than there are in their 40s, and you work your all the way down to the newborns. Their population by 2050 will be 75% less than what it is today. So if we stop their military expansion for the next 10 years, they will not have the people to ever break out of the first island chain.
I think that Europe and Canada and Sweden and Norway should send all of their new immigrants to China. Help them
China.
out.
Well, Kazakhstan is pretty much screwed. You know, they're if what we're reading from, you know what Wexit is, right? The six provinces in Canada that are voting to secede from the Canadian government, whether they start their own country or join the United States, which they've already been in talks with President Trump to do that, to have 6 more states join the United States from Canada. That's all the provinces that produce their food, their oil, their timber, their minerals. They're all the 6 Western provinces. Canada essentially would just be nothing but a bunch of liberal cocksuckers from the eastern half. Who would pay for it? Nobody. And the Greenland thing is simple geopolitics. If you take Greenland and turn it into a U.S. territory, not a state, and let them still govern themselves as they always have, we've now cut off Russia and China's access to the Atlantic from the north. They can't get out of the Baltic Sea because of Germany and Britain and France shutting that down, in the NATO countries, and now they can't go around through the North Pole because we would shut them off at between Greenland and Iceland. It's game over. Game over.
And as a
Fortress North
side note,
America.
Venezuela doesn't have a Rothschild bank either, a central banking system, do they?
No.
So now
No,
they'll have one of those to take them down.
And Chevron is stepping up to take over management of the oil production. And Venezuela's oil is very similar to the Canadian oil that we receive. You know, it's the heavy sweet. So our refineries are already built to process it. Now we can sell the oil that we get from Venezuela to the Euro weenies so that they can deprive Russia of LNG and oil sales. Checkmate. Game over. And we're not, and we don't have to fire a shot at our two biggest competitors. It's strategically, it's brilliant.
Poor China.
Do you know what's not brilliant? Driving
A
away
burned
from
out light bulb.
So are we going to see him eat one of these fry breads or what?
Yes, I've just got to get them all cooked.
Oh.
I made a shitload of it.
So what do? Dip that in honey or marinara sauce?
Well, neither. Tonight I'm going to use guacamole.
Oh, he's making guacamole toast.
Yeah. Guacamole toast. Hey!
Hemi's taking bets on how many he shoves down his gullet.
Hemi, I say all of them.
Eventually, yeah. Eventually, all of them, that's for sure.
Yeah, like, what was that? You made that one night and you ate them all that night?
Oh, fuck. I don't remember, but those were good.
The hell was that?
So he's going to be treated like RO's substitute teacher?
I think that was the cornbread.
Yeah, it was the cornbread. It took an hour and a half to cook.
Yeah. Well, I got 3 in right now, and I've got 2 more to go, and then I'm done cooking. They don't take long to cook.
Well, we're just keeping your stream alive with geopolitics.
Yeah. I've been listening and commenting. I don't know if you guys have been able to hear me, but
All we hear you say is China.
China.
Well, I want some of that cheap gas. I want gas under $3 a gallon. So that's what I'm paying out here is like $3.20.
It's 305 here in Pennsylvania. One of the states was selling it for $1.99. Louisiana has gas for $1.99.
Well, it's like $2.32 or something for the ethanol, but I don't run fucking corn gas in any of my vehicles. So I have to pay $3.20, almost $1 a gallon more to have non-ethanol.
Here in Pennsylvania, to get the real gas is very few and far between. I would have to drive 40 minutes to get to the closest gas station that has real gas. So it's
We've
not
got them all
economically
over out
feasible.
here. Maverick gas stations. Almost every Maverick has clear gas.
Yeah.
Hey, can I break in?
Go ahead.
If anybody listening has some good tips, advice for me on researching airfare prices as far as what search term to use and where to search for the best deal, I would appreciate it because I'm not a man that utilizes airfare travel often at all. So just throwing that out there. If anybody knows how to get a really good deal on air travel,
Check
I'd
Kayak,
appreciate it.
check Expedia.
I was just going to tell RO to contact his boy Cush in Massachusetts. He flies the country all the time.
Yeah, I'm not going to go that route, but appreciate it, Grant.
Maybe
You
you
know,
could get
whatever he's doing, I'm not going to do that. So,
the jewelry homeboy discount.
so you said Kayak and Expedia.
Yeah, there's like 20 different companies you can go through, but if Expedia.com, they do planes, rental cars, hotels. Kayak is the same.
Priceline.
Priceline.com.
Hmm.
Most of them will take you basically to the exact same deals. So if you check two of them and it'll be the same flight numbers, the same price and everything.
RO, do you have AAA?
No, I do not.
No, because the AAA website works too.
Fucking
This
Hemi. What a
dildo has
dick.
D-cell batteries.
Hemi just sent me a picture of his bread pudding that just got done, and it looks fantastic. Thanks, Hemi.
Oh, Kevin's paying $2.58 a gallon in West Virginia. Wow. Arviro said check Air India.
If you don't mind flying Noah's Ark. Hemi says, yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah. Yeah, fuck you, Hemi. The Ridgeline is a highly dependable vehicle. I'm not at risk.
Oh,
I
shit.
heard the rear ends in those were a little loose.
Mine is plenty tight.
Supplement insurance plan against monkeypox and HIV.
Oh, good Lord.
Oh, man.
Guacamole.
Thought you'd be a sour cream kind of guy.
How's that coming, Brandon?
I've got to flip the last two and they're done.
Flip them. Flip that shit.
Flip it like Trump flipped that reporter.
Boy, they're having a shit fit about that. God, that's funny. Let's impeach him.
I love it. If it was me, I'd be the proudest guy in the world. I got flipped off by the president. Oh, Dak just posted something. I fought the law.
Did you read Tom Landry's post, Aro?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Priceline broker site.
Yeah, they're all brokerage sites, basically. There is another one that's called, is it cheapplanetickets.com or cheapairfare.com? And they say they guarantee they'll beat anybody's price. I've heard them advertised on the radio, but I can't remember the exact wording on it. If you just put it in a search engine, it'll probably come up.
Well, if you just Google Dallas to Fort Worth to Orlando, you'll get all kinds of
Yeah, you'll get their
airline
ticket
stuff.
prices there.
Well, I'm all kinds of rates quoted on generic Google searches, like $400, $600. I don't want to pay that fucking much.
That's too much.
We found them for anywhere from 200 to 300, and I priced it from Denver to Orlando, and I priced it from
You
we
did
didn't know if
Alberta.
Scotty was going to make it. I priced it from Portland to Orlando, and it was the highest ones. Well, you could get them. The lowest ones were 260 to 330. So yeah, go on
Yeah,
those Priceline and Expedia and them and Kayak, and you'll probably find a cheaper than
Look at
that.
that. Look at that.
All right, 2 hours.
Oh, fuck you.
put it in your mouth.
I've actually been eating on them, so.
So he's got half of them down.
Good job, Brandon.
Anyway,
Tom says if you can fly Tuesday through Thursday is the cheapest, and you would be flying in on a Friday morning, or you could fly in on Thursday night and stay in Orlando for a night or something. We
No,
can't
I
get
need
the
to.
house until
Friday.
Friday afternoon.
I need to fly in on a Friday, and depart on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Well,
I went
gentlemen, you have a great evening. It's my Betty time. Time
All
for
right,
the
Grinch.
Grinch.
Night, night,
to go
Grinch.
night-night.
Night, Grinch. I just paid the Chihuahua tax. So
Nice. It's great seeing all of you guys. I miss that getting together with all you fellas.
Good to talk to you, Grinch. You're always in my thoughts, my man.
Likewise, my brother.
well,
Please.
hopefully you're not the same way that RO is.
Well, you've met my wife, Brandon. You know I'm straight.
Grinch, you're in my prayers every night with a lot of other brothers.
Well, I appreciate that, Ape. I'm just worried about Easy. I can't stop thinking about him.
Yeah.
You know, my father just went through that almost 2 weeks ago, the jaw cancer surgery. Fortunately for him, none of the cancer was inside the bone. It was all exterior. Still took 8 hours. But they didn't have to break his jaw or wire it, or all the stuff EZ had to go through. So that was a blessing, but oh gosh, I miss Eric already. I missed him the day he walked away.
going through the same thing with my own mother. It's hard. It's a hard thing to go through.
My father-in-law, Pappy, he has bladder cancer. So he had some surgical procedures, and now he's in the chemo phase of it. Every Thursday he got to go to the hospital.
Yeah.
So
Getting old's a bitch. It's a fucking bitch.
Yeah. But hey, as long as you get to see the sun come up the next day, it can't be that, it's not that bad. No complaining. You just live with it.
Hang in there, Grinch.
I only got a little more than a year to go before I will be done with my chemo treatments. I can't believe that it's been over 10 years since my first cancer surgery where I expired on the surgical table. I'm still kicking.
Well, that's
so
good.
it ain't my
we
time.
want you around.
You're too ornery to fucking die is what it is, Grinch.
Yeah, I'm just really upset that I can't come to Orlando that week because the 26th is Cindy's birthday. So I can't, I can't be there. It's just not going to work out, So you guys are going to have fun without me one more time.
Your wife's a Taurus and a late April birthday too, huh?
Yes. Yep. Yeah,
It's all good, Grinch. It's all good.
Well,
I don't know what I did to find her. She's just different than all the ones we complain about. She's frugal. I mean, she should have left me 20 years ago.
I know I
Especially
would have.
with all this shit that I've been through physically. Most women would have bailed on you years ago. They wouldn't come to the hospital and sit with you every day. They wouldn't go through this shit. Modern women would be gone. But I must have done something right.
you got one of the rare ones that's still around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you found a throwback.
My daughter's the same way. Same way.
Hemi would like to know if you want to do a fall meetup with him.
Well, that's why I had asked Hemi earlier
It,
if
is Hemi allowed to leave the country?
no, I would ride up to see him.
Hmm.
I would not want to put him in legal jeopardy coming in the United States.
Well, then Hemi was nice to you, suggested a meetup, and then his next statement was, "She didn't leave you when your pecker quit." What a dick!
Well, you got to expect that from Mr. Hemi.
Yeah, he can only say one nice thing, and then he has to follow it up to being an asshole.
Well, we from having a discussion with Mr. Hemi before, I'm going to take him out for a steak dinner, and he's going to get me some of them $50 donuts that he buys.
Right on.
Well, they could hook you up with some pretty good weed.
Yeah, I just don't do that. That's just not my thing. Almost every one of the medications I'm on says do not take with alcohol. I don't even remember what it's like to be drunk anymore.
Doesn't say anything about THC.
Well, I did talk to the doctor about that, my oncologist. And what he said to me was, well, it's not going to have any effect on your the leukemia.
No, but it
There's
might
no
make you
sense in
feel
me
better.
taking it. So, but yeah,
Just take care of yourself, Grinch. That's all we ask. Take care of yourself.
I just can't wait till the first week of April so I can get the Can-Am out and start riding. Yeah, I agree with you there, Hemi. Yeah, I'd want to leave Kanakistan too and not go back.
Brandon,
How's
you
that
keep
bread?
shoving those down your
How's
pie
that
hole.
bread, Brandon?
How is it?
Pretty darn tasty. Pretty darn tasty. And this is
What you dipping it in?
that's guacamole.
Ah,
Can you put powdered sugar on them?
You could. I haven't had any because I'm not a faggot, but
I'm sure Flanders got some for you.
I don't trust anything white and crusty coming out of fucking Nebraska. It's just that fucking simple.
Yeah, maybe Hemi, when I come up, maybe we can meet up with Arviro too. That'd be cool. Yeah, that would be
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
No,
he made that
Hemi, I didn't
guacamole
make
right
the
out of the
guacamole.
plastic jug.
Well, good night, gentlemen. I'm going to go to bed.
Good night. I think we're going to
Good
wrap
night,
the
Grinch.
stream up
I'll
here.
see you next Saturday, everybody. Peace.
Night, night, Grinch.
I'm not going to be on next Saturday.
What?
It's my little brother's birthday, and we're going to go fucking blow a bunch of shit up, and I won't be in town.
All right. Well, maybe you can get some good video.
No.
What do you mean, no? If you're going to blow shit up, you fucking video record it and share it later.
Self-incrimination.
I'm not going to put my family on the fucking. You guys have seen my dad. I think you've probably seen my mom. But
Don't want to see your family, just want to see some shit blown up.
well, don't flush your toilet and go in and light a match after 3 days.
Yeah, Sam.
You need to go potty?
He needs some more tact.
Senor, I got you piss.
I want some more. I want some more of your fry bread. Yes, I want fry bread. Fucking, yeah, aren't these fucking gorgeous? Look at them. Just fucking beautiful.
Yeah. I'm all about it.
It's too bad you only got 3 left.
Oh, I got more than that.
Did you see all those balls he smashed?
I got that many left. Now they are the best when they're fucking fresh and hot, and but everything is. But they're really the right size for like a hamburger or something. So you can definitely make, you could definitely make hamburgers with these things or whatever. That's right, Hemi. No cunts. Don't bring your fucking girlfriend around here. No marriage, no cohabitation, no new children, and no cunts.
Yep.
Be nice to each other. Help each other out when you can. You don't got to spend money, but it doesn't cost anything to lend your ear. And I'll catch you guys in next week. Well, not next week, but in 2 weeks. Peace out.
Later.
Good night, gentlemen.
Thanks for showing up, RO. Thanks for showing up, Abe. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Metal Gear. We're just quitting.
Yo, Metal. Thanks for coming, man. We've been on for a little over 2 hours. We're calling it a night. Bye-bye.
what you think you know.